Hello and welcome back to the new video of the Maven tutorial series. So in the previous video, we have actually started with creating a new project using Maven, and that too in Eclipse, not Eclipse, IntelliJ IDEA IDE. So I hope you have watched the previous video and you got some idea how to create a Maven project inside IntelliJ IDEA. You can use any IDE of your choice, but for this tutorial series, I have chosen IntelliJ IDEA. Okay, so you can use anyone. So I hope you watched that previous video where we have talked about the dependencies, how we create the dependencies in our pom.xml file, why pom.xml file is necessary to create, and what is the importance of it. So now we in this video we will give focus on this plugin sections. Okay, so we have done with the life cycle, we have done with the dependencies. Now for this video we will start with plugins. All right, so let's go. Okay, so let's understand the theoretical part first. Okay, the Maven plugins are central part of the Maven framework. It is used to perform specific goal. According to Apache Maven, there are two types of Maven plugins. Okay, so to perform a specific task, Maven has created Apache Maven has created frameworks, or they call them as plugins. So you can use that plugin and perform some tasks for which they are created, right? So basically there are two types of plugins in Maven. One is build plugin and one is reporting plugin. Okay, so what are build plugins? These plugins are executed at the time of build. Okay, so when you are building your project, the plugins which are used are known as plugins, build plugins, and the reporting plugins are these plugins are executed at the time of site generation, when your site is actually, or the project, or when your project is getting generated, and the plugins at that time, the plugins which are required are known as the reporting plugins. We'll see each one one by one. Okay, so let's go and check what are the Maven core plugins. Okay, so here you can see these are some Maven core plugins. First one is clean. What it does is clean up the after build. Okay, so if I will give you an example. Okay, we will see one by one. Right. So inside my plugins folder, you can see clean. Okay, so this is our first clean plugin. So plugin. Here you can see clean help. If you double tap on clean help, it will give you the this. You can see. Okay, so it's like a help. You can see it will tell you what it does is clean is the goal which cleans the build. This attempt to clean a project working directory of that were generated at that build time. Okay, and if you double click on clean, so to demonstrate this, first I have to build this project. Okay, so to build, I will go inside my lifecycle and double click on install, so that my target folder will get created over here. You can see target folder will get created. Okay, each time when I run the lifecycle command install, the target folder will get created and inside which all our files are there. And what clean does is it will remove or deletes the previous build. Okay, so to remove this is our now previous build. Okay, and now some changes I have done over here. I may imagine I have added dependencies, I have done some project work, and now I have to again generate that. So before generating that, I will double click on this. It will again run that command. Now you can see target folder will get removed, since the clean command will clean up the after build. Okay, and the what is compiler does is it compiles the Java source code. Okay, so these compile here you can see. So our next plugin is compiler. It will compile all the Java files. Like here you can see a main.java file is there. It will compile those Java files and create the .class files for the respective Java files. Okay, and next is deploys the artifact to the remote repository. Okay, so in our previous video also we have discussed what is local repository and what is remote repository. Okay, so what the deploy command does is it will deploy, not command, it plugins, what it does is deploys the artifact to the remote repository. Okay, and failsafe is runs the JUnit integration tests with the isolated class loader. So isolated class loader, you can see what this command does is Okay, so generated classes are there, generated sources are there. Okay, so what it does is uh, it runs the JUnit integration test. So the testing part of our project is done using that plugin failsafe, and to when next come install, it installs the build artifact into the local repository. Okay, and then resources plugin is there, which copies the resources to the output directory for including in the jar. Okay, so if I go here and I will check resources. Okay, resources plugin is there, so you can see again there are so many here resources, copy resources help resources and resources test resources. I will run one command for you so that you can understand. Okay, so this command is run. Okay, so now next command is site. It generates a site for the current project. Okay, so the site command is it generates one site for our current projects that we are working with. Okay, so if I go here and click site, again a lot of work it will do. It will download from the central repository of Maven all the required things, and after that it is a long process for the first time when you run this. Okay, and I might get one error because I have not set up this project till now. Okay, so we will do that in our upcoming videos. The purpose of this video is just to understand what are the plugins and available in the Maven. Okay, so again these are the two rest of the plugins are there, which are also one is JUnit, and it verifies the existence of the certain conditions. So the condition that we define, and it is useful for the integration testing. So to understand this plugin, you have to know first what is integration testing, what is testing, also unit testing also. So okay, so we'll cover all this when we are at the ending part of this series, because there we have one project where we are has done some work in that project, and we are trying to test that project using these uh, plugins also. Okay, and so I hope for this video you have understood what are Maven plugins, what it does, and why they are important inside Maven. Okay, so thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.